Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Jurassic World Evolution live stream. I'm Stegs, part of the community team here at Frontier Developments, and we have a very special stream today. We're going to have a load of developers joining us, and I know it looks like I'm on my own right now, but I'm not. Promise I'm not. I actually have a very special guest right now, which is executive producer Mr. Rich Newbold.
Hey Mark, how you doing?
Hey Rich, how are you?
I'm good. So
Yeah?
excited to be here. It's great.
I know, right? It looks nice, doesn't it?
It's amazing. You guys do such a good job in this place.
Thanks, man.
It's like I'm really on Isla Nublar.
I know.
Before the bad stuff.
It's looking lovely before
It's
the
lovely.
bad stuff. Visitor centre's looking great.
Yeah.
We've got these cool Jurassic Park gates that light up as well.
Yes,
that was
they are.
very interesting.
Flickering away.
Yeah,
Giving us a bit of heat.
It's great. I'm
festive.
loving it. It's actually I'm quite pleased with that because this is the first compliment that Rich has ever given me, and just feel really good about that. So how's it going, man? Are you?
I'm really good.
Are you
man.
well?
Yeah, I'm good.
You excited for everything?
I'm so
everything
excited.
happening?
It's been such a big pack that we've been working on. It's great to get so close to it. Like it's only next week.
I know.
And it's going to be so exciting just to see the reaction and get it out to players. It's
Absolutely, because
such an amazing thing.
we're almost at the finish line now, right?
We are.
So
we are.
how does it feel to? Because you know you've been working so hard on this pack. How does it feel to know that it's less than a week away now?
It's great. It's scary,
Uh-huh.
but great because it's great because we have been working so hard, and it's scary because now we're going to give it to you guys, and you're going to play it and to see that reaction. So it's been a DLC of love and passion and dedication from the team to really make it as Jurassic Park as possible because it's such an iconic part of the franchise of Jurassic. So it's been great. I'm going to say great a lot. Sorry.
No, that's
it's
fine.
amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
Mix it up a bit.
Sometimes I actually have a list of words that mean the same thing, like great, amazing, incredible, so that I don't use the same word. But I don't have that for you here. Sorry. Next time I'll put one here.
And you wonder why the compliments are so rare.
I know, right? And obviously we've seen some really awesome community reaction from this pack from the moment we announced it, pretty much all the way through the last 3 or 4 weeks. How does it feel for yourself and the team to see that sort of reaction to the pack?
It's always good to see that kind of reaction. You get that kind of feeling of warmth and positivity just seeing people react to the work that you've been doing, and yeah, it's one of the key parts I find of making games is you make a game as good as it can be for yourself, but it's always the objective is to obviously to provide joy and enjoyment to people, and that's like video games, that's like their core, or you play them because we love feeling good playing video games. So it's always great to see their reaction and kind of reinforce what you hope for a long time is going to be the reaction. Like you're working on something and go, I think they're going to like this, and you kind of do that for a long period of time, and then when you finally get that kind of that rush, that relief of like, yeah, they do like it, we did good. Yeah, it's just a great feeling. And it really makes it worthwhile. Yeah,
it has been. I've been around the old subreddit and forums and all of our social channels all the time for the past few weeks, and it has been really, really lovely to see. Like, I know I haven't done anything to make the game. Like I'm a community manager, right?
You'd still help.
You know,
everyone helps here. Everyone in Frontier helps make this game.
But it's still it's lovely to see. You know, and I feel a lot of joy whenever I see.
Well, my favourite bit's been
excitement.
watching like as we release more and more things from it, is seeing the reaction of, are they going to do this? And then we like give them, I think there's a species profile, and it shows you a bit more of an inkling of what's going to be included, and people are spotting it. I think that's great, just so that you kind of build up the excitement for the stuff that we're doing, because there's so much to it as well. So it's hard to kind of get it all across in the announcement trailer, as it were. But so it's been great to see over the weeks as we've added more, shown more and more, that the excitement keeps building. It's really good.
Yeah, and there's a lot of features coming in this update. So we've got things from like the new dinosaurs, new dinosaur skin variants, and even to the original cast coming back and reprising their roles. Yeah. What would you say your favourite feature of the package? I think it's one of the free aspects of 1.12, and that's going to be the dinosaurs attacking your ranger teams. Yes. I really like it because it has something that the community's been asking for a while, and we added it because in Jurassic Park there's no ACUs, there's no helicopters. It doesn't fit Jurassic Park, so we kind of
wanted to give your Jeep teams the ability to tranquilize and deal with the calamities and the escaped dinosaurs. And then we realized that there's no peril for that team because the dinosaurs don't attack them. And that's been part of the game for a while. I'm like, well, actually, what if we made the dinosaurs attack the teams? And then you kind of build it up, and it's like, oh, now we have this peril, this terror for your Jeep teams whilst you're in there trying to deal with them. And it's seeing the dinosaurs then attack the vehicle, your Ranger teams, and all those animations. It's been, as a package, it's been such a great feature to add, and it kind of just adds a whole new dimension to what you're doing in that direct control of your Ranger teams as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that one's my fine.
It's going to be quite interesting to see how players deal with that as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
From like, you know, are you going to build your enclosures to keep that in mind?
Well, that's the thing. Beforehand, I would always build my feeders in front of my viewing galleries, so that that's where the dinosaurs kind of should gravitate to more often. But now I'm building my enclosures, so my feeders now closest to my gate. So now my teams are just like, they're in and they're out. just like
the fear is there.
Yeah, so it's like it's just one more lever that you have to take into account when you're building these enclosures and stuff like that. But there's so much in Return to Jurassic Park, and in the paid side, the new expansion, all the new content, the new dinosaurs, all the iconic Jurassic Park skins and the buildings. But that currently is my favourite one so far.
Yeah, for sure.
But it does change every day.
Yeah, I'm sure it
does.
Today
it's that one.
Yeah, yeah. And can you tell us a little bit about the sort of the story or the setting of Return to Jurassic Park?
Yeah. So Return to Jurassic Park, the campaign side of that is an original story set after the events of Jurassic Park the movie. So Jurassic World Evolution isn't 100% film canon. We're kind of like this weird. It's not weird, but it's like it's a sideways timeline. So we use the characters from the films and we build our own Jurassic World Evolution story. And in this, we've kind of done the same thing. So it's set after Jurassic Park, but it doesn't fit the film canon of exactly what happened. But in the game, the characters of Ian Malcolm, Alan Grant, and Ellie Sattler all come back, and they help John Hammond to fix up the damage that was caused at the end of the film. So they've been persuaded by John to actually go back. And so it's set loosely after the movie, but not immediately after. So they're going to go back, and you're going to deal with the consequences of Nedry's betrayal. So you've got to get some of the raptors back under control, get everything working again. And then from that point, John uses you as a guide to build Jurassic Park properly. So John obviously did it by himself in the first film. Now he's going to use the guidance of those three iconic characters to do it properly. So they're going to help keep his hubris in check. So you're going to build Jurassic Park. You go to Sauna, get Sauna back up and working as well, because that was damaged by the tropical storm that hit. And then you go back to Nublar and kind of try and finish Jurassic Park and finally open it to the public.
And what was it like for yourselves and the team to be able to work with legends such as Jeff Goldblum and Sam Neill and Laura Dern again?
It was amazing. So in the first game, we worked with Jeff, and you think this is amazing. I'm working with Jeff Goldblum. He's so iconic. And then you're like, this can't be topped. There's no way we can do more than this. And then we get Sam Neill and Laura Dern back to reprise their characters as well. And that was amazing to get their characters written up and getting them in the VO studios as well, because exactly as we found with Jeff and BD Wong and Bryce Dallas Harris, they know the characters really well. And we write their lines, we write the stuff that they're doing in the narratives and the campaigns, and then we put them in the VO studios, and they work together collaboratively to go, actually, this doesn't read as well as Alan Grant would say it, so we kind of nuance it and we change it, and it's so great to see their passion for their Jurassic characters, and it really shines through when they're performing their roles, and it's just been so great to work with them, just be able to they're all back together. Like, that's something you've always wanted to see from the original film.
Yeah.
From that point on, you're like, it'd be great if they're all back together, and now they are.
Yeah.
It's great.
This is super exciting to see, for sure.
Yeah.
You know? So we've got, I realised when I was doing this intro to the stream, I didn't actually say what we were going to be doing today. So
it's not just you and me for an hour chitty-chatting.
It's not just me and Rich chatting for an hour. No, we've got some even more exciting things than Rich Newbold's face, and that is.
They said it was. My mum said it wasn't possible.
It's difficult to top. I will admit, it's difficult to top.
Mark.
So we are going to be taking a look through some of the buildings and specifically looking into the animation with some more of the team. we're then going to be playing through Mission 6.
Ooh.
With even more of the team. Extremely exciting. And we've also got a load of cool giveaways to do, which in fact leads me to the first giveaway, which is going to be a code for this DLC.
Amazing.
When it comes out, of course, when it comes out, which by the way is the 10th of December. There we go. So, without further ado, if you'd like to be entered into this competition, all you need to do is type in the chat. What do you want them to type?
Oh, you always ask me, and I'm never ready for this.
I know. I was about to say something, and I was like, actually, let's ask Rich.
No, I can't do it.
No?
No.
Okay. All right.
Because I always come up with something stupid.
Okay. Well, look.
I don't like being
I'll
that
come
guy.
up with something stupid. Okay.
But that's on you.
I'd like to put in the chat ! Jurassic Park. One word.
Oh, let's see.
There you go.
It was there. It was right there.
It was
the low-hanging fruit. It was just like, let's just do that
there
one.
you go. We've taken that one.
use
That's
that
it.
one. No, okay.
So yeah, it's going to be a really exciting rest of the stream. You're going to get to see a first look at one of the new missions, and this is also quite cool because we're doing this before the launch happens, which is quite a new thing. It's quite exciting for everyone here as well. So it should be really good. Rich is going to be back to join us a little bit later in the stream, but for now, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you for having me as always.
We're going to play through that wonderful announced trailer, and we're going to get some more guests on. So keep those ! Jurassic Parks coming in the chat, and we'll announce the winner of the giveaway after this trailer. Hello and welcome back. I didn't realise that was such a quick trailer. That was scary. So, as you can already see, I'm joined by two more of our wonderful guests. We've got Paul Worcester and Amy Hook here. Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Very good.
Would you mind just telling the wonderful viewers at home a little bit about what you do? All right.
Yeah. So I'm a lead environment artist, and what I do is I mostly look around the buildings and environments and make sure that I'm managing the team, and also just doing artwork as well to make this as best as it can be, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Amy, how about yourself?
I am an animator, so I literally animate dinosaurs day in, day out. It's great.
It's dream jobs, right? Sure, it's got to be dream jobs.
I've always
pretty
loved
good.
dinosaurs, so it's really good.
Amazing.
It's great for me.
So have I. Yeah, this is great. Stephen, our engineer, has shown me the winner. However, I've got terrible eyesight and can't read it.
The Dandy Man.
The Dandy Man on Twitch
The dandy.
has won the first code for Jurassic World Evolution: Return to Jurassic Park. The Dandy Man, if you get in touch with us at community@frontier.co.uk, and also drop us a whisper on Twitch as well so that we can verify who you are, then we'll get that prize sorted for you when the game comes out next week. Awesome, cool. So, guys, it's wonderful to have you here. This is the first time we've also had you on a stream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
How's it feel? Is it all good? Were you enjoying ourselves?
It feels good.
Yeah.
Feels a little bit different from what I usually do.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's great.
Pretty exciting
It's
though.
exciting times, right? The room looks nice, doesn't
It's
it?
a very nice room.
Just trying to get another compliment, to be honest. That's it. Got one. That's all
Managed
right.
it, yeah.
I'll be happy with that. So, look, you guys have been working really, really hard on this pack. How's it feel being so close to the launch?
I'm going to copy what Rich said. It feels good, and it also feels a bit scary as well.
Scary,
But,
yeah.
but it's good. I think from the response from the community has been brilliant so far. We couldn't have wished for a better response. Really, really positive. And that's lovely to have at this stage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting to see the reaction to all the new animations we've added.
Yeah, I bet.
It's always nice that.
And what's been obviously you're working on environment art and animation. What has been your sort of favourite aspect of the pack that you've worked on?
I think for me, probably working on the aviary. I think it's a big building, and it's got a lot of different types of modelling and work and environments and that. So that, and also the lighting as well. I think those are the two main things that I enjoy. Yeah.
My favourite part is probably something that will show up in the last mission, which I probably shouldn't talk about just yet.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
I had a lot of fun with that. But
Yeah.
Otherwise, I really enjoyed animating compies.
Yeah.
Compies on feeders.
Do you know, we're going to have a little look at compies in a little bit, because they've got, one of my favourite things is that they've got a little jumping animation up to the feeder.
Yeah.
And I think
Cool.
I think the Homalocephale has that as well.
Similar one, yeah.
But it's like it's different because she's so small.
Yeah,
you know?
Small and delicate, and
Yeah,
the compies
that's
just
it.
in there and out as fast as possible.
So we've actually got the game up right now, and we are going to take a little look through some of the buildings with Paul. So Paul's going to talk us through a bit about the process and just generally about making the buildings themselves. The first one we're going to have a little look at is the restrooms here. So Paul, what can you tell us about these?
Well, now that in the game we have obviously a restroom need at the game, so we actually introduced the restrooms throughout the game. It doesn't look terribly like the original one. This, for reasons that we have lots of different aspects to the guests and all the community stuff there. But I think what we've done is we've made it a little bit wider than what we usually do. But we've also have a scenery restroom as well, which then the players can actually put down in their parks and recreate that Jurassic Park moment.
It does make sense, because I mean, really, these restrooms sort of need to be a little bit bigger, because you can have a look on the UI at the moment that says 128 people.
Yeah.
They need to be bigger than the original one, right? Otherwise, how are you going to get 128 people in?
Be a long queue.
They need to be bigger, but that's more of a capacity for the whole park.
Sure.
So it's not 100%. 120 people are going to fit in there. That would be quite a squeeze.
It would be a squeeze. Yeah.
Wouldn't be that comfortable.
And there's a lot of detail that's gone into this, like even sort of around the back with all the trees, things like this.
Yeah, that's right. We look at all the detail and put in as much detail in as possible to all of these buildings. They actually they're a little bit smaller than what we normally do with this pack, and we've kind of done that for a reason that obviously the community have said that they're parks. We'd like them to make them bigger, have more space and things to work with. So in general, our buildings in Jurassic Park are a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller. Nice.
But that's good also, because it kind of feeds into the kind of the theme of the pack as well.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, awesome. Well, let's have a look at one of the bigger buildings here.
Yeah. So this is the
wonderful visitor centre. Oh,
yeah.
I wish we didn't have that UI there. Hold on, let's get a top-down view of it over here. And what can you tell us about this?
So we've obviously wanted to keep it as accurate as possible to the film, but also we want to honour and be faithful to the original building as well. We've added lots of little details, so things like the door is exactly the same as what you find in Jurassic Park. We also have the fossil archway around it. Also, even just things like the concrete. We've actually made the concrete and the divisions exactly like they would be in the film. So we've added lots and lots of detail to the buildings on that. One of the things that we've had, it's quite straightforward to do the front of the building. The challenging part we had was to do the rear of the building, because you don't really see much of the rear of the building at all in the film, if anything. So what we had to do is we had to try and imagine what would this be at the back. And so we looked around for reference, and we looked in all sorts of places, books and all sorts of reference photos from the set and all sorts of stuff like this. But the main bit that gave us the kind of the layout of the building was from sort of 1 hour 50 minutes within the actual film. There's a really small, like one frame bit bit when Lex is accessing the computer to lock out all the raptors.
Wow.
So
one frame.
It's literally one frame, which, you know, the art director was looking at this, and he took this, and then he's kind of looked at the edge of the buildings around the back, smoothed them out, made the kind of consistent buildings, because it's very stylized at the front, and we wanted to make it sort of equally stylized around the back. And also what you'll notice there is aspects of the film that we wanted to add in, so little nods to the film. So things like the parasols there that you'd see when Hammond and Ellie are having their ice cream moment. We've brought that in there, put it in there next to the big tree. And we've also have, if you look at, there's 3 fans right there as well, and that's a reminiscent of a part of the film where Timmy and Lex are being chased by the raptors in the kitchen. So we've added little nods to the film.
Awesome.
So it's not just about the front; it's all about around all the buildings.
It's about the whole building, right?
Yeah, it is. You know,
that's the important stuff. Okay, and let's go straight over to the Aviary, shall we? Should we go straight there, because you've worked on it yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can give us a lot of awesome insight into it, and how it was put together and everything like that.
So this was brilliant to work on. I absolutely loved working on this. It's a huge building. It's got lots of different like hard surface things and organic things to work on with the rocks and stuff. And whereas in the Jurassic Park 3 film, the Aviary is set against a cliff face. So what we wanted to do, we didn't want to remove that because we want to give the players the ability to place these down themselves. So what we did is we rather than taking the Aviary to the cliff, we took the cliff to the Aviary, and started bringing in a lot of the rocks for that as well. As you'll see around the back, it also has its own hatchery, so you can release pteranodons into the Aviary. We can do that now if you want.
Got some ready. Some ready. Let's have a little release.
See, they'll come out of this hatchery building and fly away. There they are.
Super cool.
Land on there. So I've spent quite a while just sculpting out all the rocks and stuff, and adding in as much detail and as much Jurassic Park 3 parts of that scene as possible. So you'll see there's the kind of the viewing dome there that they all come down within the film.
Yeah.
Also, we have a lot of the walkways in there as well, and it's quite nice just watching these pteranodons when you fly around. It really gives the environment some life.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, it does look absolutely amazing inside. Like if I go to, you showed me this, didn't you?
Yeah.
There you go. So we can have a proper look inside and control the camera around here. It does look absolutely amazing.
So as you see, you've got some little perches there as well, and the pteranodons land on lots of different parts. And also when Eric is running through the film in Jurassic Park 3, I've kept these kind of plateaus, very reminiscent to those as well. So they land on these and do that pteranodon thing in there as well.
Yeah, amazing stuff. Awesome. Okay, well thanks for this, Paul. This is I'm kind of tempted to just sit and look around in the Aviary all day if that's cool. But while we're here, Amy, you worked on some of the animations for pteranodons, didn't you?
I didn't actually touch the pteranodon.
You didn't touch the pteranodon?
Oscar,
you can tell us about them.
Oh
though.
yes, I can. Oscar was the king of the pteranodons. And to transition from walking dinosaurs to flying dinosaurs, he just surrounded himself with reference images. He had footage, birds, and he researched how birds fly and how bats fly. And like a really good example is like he found this amazing shot of a bat launching off the ground, and it like literally just forces itself with its wings and then just catches itself in the air. And so he incorporated a bit of that into every time they take off to really make it feel authentic. The other really, really weird thing about them is the fact that you imagine bats have these arms with the wings, but pteranodons have got like the fused bone structure like most horses and big things. So they have an extra joint before the finger bone shoots off to form the wing. So they have this extra janky leg shape that you can see is just preening. So that was really interesting to work with.
Amazing. And it must be quite challenging to go from animating, dinosaurs to avian reptiles like these.
Yeah, Yeah, as I said, he just surrounded himself so much with all the different references. And we looked at pelicans flying as well, so you could try and get the weight of the beak as it flies. Yeah. And he developed a system where he'd create different flaps, different flapping animations, so he could blend them all together to create these massive circuits they fly around.
Oh, look at it.
They look amazing.
Looks so good.
It's pretty cool.
I love it. I love it. I want to keep looking at the Pteranodons, but I also know that we want to have a little look at some compies as well. And the reason I'm saying compies is because the name actually scares me. COMPSOGNATHUS. There you go. There you go. So I'm going to release a couple of these, and obviously these are the smallest dinosaurs in the game now.
Yep, tiny.
And that in itself, I assume, would bring some different challenges. Obviously, you went from Homalocephale, which was the smallest.
Yep.
Now the Homalocephale is upset because the COMPSOGNATHUS is the smallest.
Yep.
What sort of process and challenges do you find with animating such a small little creature?
It's really weird trying to get them to, because you've got all this entire scale of dinosaurs, and now you've got to animate something really tiny. So you try to start looking at like sparrows and chickens and try and really get some of that light-footedness in there. I think it's gone to sleep. I could be wrong.
You've lost it.
He's gone to sleep. That's really small.
Yeah, yeah. Like for instance, if you put like a lot of them together and make them really like annoyed with each other, they will actually start fighting each other. And Jean said some really cool animations. She looked at these cockerels actually fighting each other, and so we got the real proper scrappy light feeling to them, unlike these massive hulking beasts. It was really cool.
And I was saying to you before the stream that one of my favourite things, which we've shown on our social channels, is how they jump up to their feeder and then pick off a little bit and take it off the feeder again to like, it's awesome.
Yeah, that mostly came about because the feeders are so much larger than they are, and like every dinosaur just like reaches onto the feeder and it's fine, and it's all great. But these guys are so small. I had to try and work out how to get them on. And like they couldn't linger on the feeder for too long because there could be like something else could come and take a bite from the feeder, or the feeder would refill and the platform would disappear. So in order to minimise the weirdness that it could occasionally happen, but it would take a piece of meat off and it will just sit in there and eat that.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it also gives them like the kind of makes them like thieves. So they'll just run in and steal something and run off again.
Yeah,
just adds to their character.
It does. It gives them like that sort of cheeky feel, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a fan. And one of the aspects of the free update is obviously the Ranger vehicles now being in danger.
Yes.
And I wanted to release some Velociraptors in here for no reason, but we are going to drive a Ranger vehicle in there. Just to, forgive me, I'm going to try and release a lot at one time, but we will take a little look. And you worked quite a lot on this whole aspect of Ranger vehicles in danger, right?
It's a large portion of what I did for this DLC, was working on adding all these different various attacks that every dinosaur that can attack Rangers would do. So it's a lot of testing it and going back to code and asking code about things, and then it's so like, in order to get these humongous dinosaurs to attack a Jeep, sometimes they'll run in and charge and like headbutt you, and other times if you're too close to them they'll do a different attack. And each dinosaur attacks a bit differently. Like Stegosaurus, for instance, would go with the tail and like properly catapult you. And we had a really funny bug where physics would take over and the whole Jeep would go flying.
Nice.
But I think that's been sorted.
Super strong Stegosaurus.
Yeah, massive.
Love it. That's my favourite type of Stegosaurus. toned
that down now for realism.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I suppose that's fair. I'm trying to get.
Beep at them a lot.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't. Look, I'm going to admit something to you. I don't play with a controller.
No.
I play with mouse and keyboard, so I don't know what the button to beep is.
No, neither do
on
I
my
actually.
Controller. I've got someone putting a thumb at me. Oh, no, who knows?
There's thumbs everywhere now.
It's one of these buttons.
Left stick click.
Left stick click. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Okay, good. Right, we're beeping at him. So hopefully they're going to get a little bit annoyed because they all have a sort of like different. They're discussing it now.
Yeah.
Why is the
scheming.
Ranger
They're having a meeting.
beeping at us? This doesn't make any sense.
They're scheming against you. You should watch out.
You've got this.
They're up to something.
Oh.
You've got this. 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 You' Remember, as this is live, we can't control what the dinosaurs do. So, you know, as everybody in the Planet Zoo team says, we're working with live dinosaurs here.
True.
You know, they're unpredictable. They do what they want, and that's it. If I have a little, maybe they'll get upset if I try and take a photograph. You never know.
Dart them.
You know.
Yeah,
We
dart
can
them.
also
helps.
have a little look. Look at you. I feel like you're thinking about it.
If you hit them with Medicaid darts, it also works.
You reckon they'll be upset?
Yes, they
All right,
usually get
let's-
upset when
let's
they
do
do that.
Let's do that.
Let's try that.
We want you. Right. Listen, I'm going to medicate you. There you
Good
go.
shot.
We're going to medicate everyone. And we are going to have to. I'm hoping that they are going to attack us, because we're going to have to go into mission 6 relatively soon.
It's not turned off in Sandbox, is it?
Oh, who knows? Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, Rich. That's it. It could be. Well, that's okay. Look, what we'll do instead, I've got a plan already.
Right.
We're going to go through mission 6 anyway, because it's a very important part of this stream, and I know we're already late because Steve keeps looking at me. So look, what we're going to do another giveaway, which is going to be another code for Return to Jurassic Park, but also got some treats down here in my corner of awesomeness. And our friends at Corsair have given us an MM300 mouse mat to give away, as well as a Glaive RGB Pro mouse. So you could be playing at home on Jurassic World Evolution on these. If you'd like to win them, I'm going to put them here, right there. There we go. If you'd like to win them, all you need to do is type in the chat. What would you like them to type in the chat? It has to be exclamation mark something. You've got this. Dinosaurs. There you go. It's easy. It's an easy one. Next up, we're going to be speaking to more of the team. Thank you guys so much for joining us. By the way. It's been wonderful having you on, and I hope you've enjoyed your first stream.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah,
It's been
awesome. Next up, we're going to be playing Mission 6 through with some of our other fantastic team members. Right after we play this awesome species profile.
The greatest carnivore to ever walk the earth. And quite possibly our most prized and spectacular attraction in the entire park. Three-horned and mighty, the Triceratops is our local gentle giant. One that'll melt hearts and draw astonishment from all our guests for years to come. It was always our endeavor to bring back creatures not just great, but small too. COMPSOGNATHUS is the culmination of that dream, realized by science. A lumbering giant with great plates upon its back and spikes on its tail. STEGOSAURUS will be sure to enthrall everyone who visits the park. Raptors have been our greatest challenge to bring back from extinction. Ferocious and intelligent, they are a marvel of Cretaceous evolution. Imagine a birdcage, greater than any ever built, housing the largest flying creatures you ever saw. Our Pteranodon aviary is that dream fulfilled.
Hello and welcome back. If you've just joined us, you've missed out because we've been given, I don't know why I put them back over here. I don't know, but we've been giving away these right here. This is a Glaive RGB Pro mouse from Corsair, and this is an MM300 mouse mat. Super cool stuff. And we already have a winner. The winner is, if Steve wants to remind me because I've forgotten, it's Twuffs on YouTube. Congratulations. We will be sending this out to you. All you need to do is send us an email at community@frontier.co.uk, and we'll send everything to you for hopefully in time for Christmas. Wouldn't that be lovely? Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Bold claim.
It is a bold claim, subject to change. As you can tell, we've got more guests here, by the way. So we've got producer Craig over here. We have executive producer Rich Newbold again.
I'm back.
There he goes. And we've got lead designer Dan Davies.
Hi.
Hey Dan, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Good, good. Craig, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you.
Are we all good?
Yeah.
So what we're going to be doing, everyone, is jumping right in to Mission 6. Now, Craig, just so you know, Craig will be playing this. Craig, just so you know, that the save that we've got is slightly ahead of it, so it's not quite at the start, but that's good.
That's fine.
And I actually believe in your abilities very much. I think you've got this.
That's fair enough.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Craig's super just chill about all this.
Craig
This
is very
great.
chill, isn't he? He's great.
Brilliant. Let me put these down here.
So this is mission 6.
That's it. So could you give us a little bit of context?
Yeah, sure.
Without spoiling too much of mission 5, you know, a little bit of context. You've got this.
Okay.
If you spoil anything, I'll be really upset. No, I'm kidding. Go for it.
So mission 6 is 6 missions into the story. I know that was obvious, but I thought I should say it out loud. You have kind of rescued the Jurassic Park. You've reclaimed it back from the storm. You kind of got it functional again. You've been to Sauna. You've dealt with Sauna. You're now back on Nublar. You have now. You can't not do it without spoiling mission 5. You've now opened Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. And now you're kind of pushing the edges of what should be possible in a Jurassic Park. You know, there's always that point in Jurassic where someone has a great idea of pushing the line just a bit further, because nothing can go wrong.
Of course.
So that's mission 6 is about that, and you're adding new dinosaurs to Jurassic Park. So Craig's looking to get some Compsognathus genome.
Yeah.
Don't know why he struggled with it. It's one of the easiest ones.
Oh no! Is this you can't
No.
You can't be mean to Craig on this.
He
This
will.
sofa is a safe place, Rich.
That's our
I do
dynamic.
not
That's how
remember
this
that in the
works.
briefing.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's okay. So Craig,
Safe
talk
space.
us what are you going through right now? You're obviously trying to get the 75% genome, which I don't actually think that anyone at home can see because our silly faces are blocking it.
How were the objectives?
Oh dear, we need to be over. That was good.
That
Well
was
done.
easy.
Well done,
There we
Steve.
go.
That was good.
Good vision mixing.
So talk us through a little bit about what's your strategy here. What's going on?
It's just doing dig sites. So to begin with,
Dig
just
sites,
doing
yeah.
dig sites. Research is done for me already. There's only one. There are 2 dig sites.
There should be 2. Have a look
If I
in
can find
Germany.
the second one. There we go.
Yeah.
So setting up dig teams, waiting for that to come back. In the meantime, just making sure the park is well looked after. The save's a little bit different to mine. I do things a bit differently. So just making sure it's all right.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get your actual save.
That's fine,
I
no.
had to go
That's fine.
elsewhere to find a save.
What was your strategy, Mark?
My strategy.
Did you build this?
I didn't build. No, this isn't
okay.
mine. No.
Okay.
This is.
So no one's taking responsibility.
Classic Jurassic Park.
Our awesome,
It's fine. There's nothing wrong with
our
it.
awesome QA department gave me the save.
Okay.
That's
okay.
what happened there. That's what happened. So, Craig, whilst you're grabbing some more expeditions there, Dan, hi.
Hi.
Welcome
Thank you
to
very
the
much.
stream. It's nice to have you back. This is only your second stream with us, isn't it?
I think I was here last Christmas for The Secrets of Doctor Wu, if I remember.
Yes. Yes, you were indeed. Yeah.
10 points if anyone remembers me from that.
It's been an entire year.
Mark didn't.
It's been too long.
I did. I said
No.
this is your second stream. Second stream. How's it been going? How are you feeling about next week?
Yeah, it's been a long journey. It's been a really exciting year for us. Obviously, the first half of the year we released Claire's Sanctuary, and then we rolled straight into this. And there's the culmination of a lot of work from a lot of dedicated people, and really excited to go back to the original era. A lot of opportunities there for iconic moments, for iconic, obviously, buildings, dinosaurs, everything. So
yeah, it's great
characters.
just to see those kind of iconic skins from Jurassic Park and kind of building out all the different types of skins across all the dinosaurs and go, yeah, okay, now we've got the Jurassic Park 2 raptors. Okay, stuff like that was like, yeah, that's great, because it is one of those. It's a film that I think a lot of us in the office at that age, where it's what you grew up watching Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So it just fits in that mind bank such a good way. So then you never, Mike, when we're talking about working with Jeff, like you're a kid, you're like, this film's great, this is amazing. You would never really imagine that one day you'd be making a game or working on the property itself and get to like building it again and kind of refreshing it for people to really enjoy again. So it's been great.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
so
yeah.
Craig's selling off some stuff here to get some more money in, I assume. Now, also, Craig, you were fencing off a little area there. What was going on there?
They want to be viewable from the tour ride, and I usually like putting them on this map. I like putting them like just around here, so you've got a wide open space that's not really being used.
Sure.
They don't need a lot of space. I kind of do overkill on the enclosures, but yeah, carnivore feeder, a bit of water there as well, light
That's
fence.
Good. Yeah,
we'll keep
you're
them
doing
in.
much better than me.
It's nice to give them some space.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just because it's the minimum requirement.
I can
doesn't
probably
mean-
find. Can I find that?
Yeah, like you're looking at the bars going, oh, they need a minimum of this. It's like, I'm just going to treat them. I'm going to give them a bit extra.
Obviously, we're having a little look through all of the.
I think there should be a small
enclosure
carnivore
markers
sign
here as well. This is one thing that people noticed from the content creators early access as well, and it was one thing that people were very, very excited about. And
There you go.
I mean, I don't know about the placement personally.
Personally, I prefer it.
Any comments from you guys on
Backseat drive me.
There are you? Sorry, no,
it's fine.
No,
It's
you're
fine.
quite right.
I'm used to
Craig,
this.
Backseat creating. No, you went early. They're about to go round the fence area of the compies. Get it in early. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay,
Can you look at it from the other side, the sign, Craig? I think it's something that we noticed when we were making these was that the shot of the sign is facing directly away from the tour. So we have to assume that it was double-sided.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, I see.
To be viewable by the person going around the tour.
Well, he's only gone and done it. He's got the new viable genome.
Oh, I am running the wrong way. I didn't realise. I'm sorry. I usually do it to the left.
Oh.
So if we look,
I'm really sorry.
If you no, rotate the camera.
Oh goodness.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I know, but that's late though. I want it here. I want it back here. Like.
Yeah, Craig's.
Yeah, it should be.
Mike, you're right. It should be.
I can do it both. I can do it both
Yeah,
sides.
that's
I can
what
do
I
it
was
both
going
sides.
for. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
that's exactly what you were
Yeah,
planning.
that's what I thought.
There we go.
I am good at this game.
The build up.
No, you are. Do you know? I have to say, this is also, I believe, Craig. This is your first live stream with
yes.
us.
Probably last live stream of
So
this stream.
no, not.
The sign was it. That
Yeah,
was
the
it.
sign. Never letting that one go.
So and it's very difficult to play and talk and
Oh, they're terrible.
coordinate
It's like
that sort of thing.
when we did the driving live stream stuff like that, and you're trying to talk to me whilst I'm trying to race.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is.
That was
cheating.
actually all part of the plan.
Yeah, I thought
to be
so.
honest, just to put you off. I don't remember who won that. That's it. Okay, great. So
I'm going to make a couple of early ones. Just.
So we're making a couple of early ones, and obviously you're doing this at the arrival helipad. What's going on with that?
So the setup, at least in the campaign, the story mode, is that the islands work together. So Sauna's more of the dinosaur research hatchery. They sort of raise the dinosaurs over there, and then bring them over to Nublar for the guest facing the park. So we tried to emulate that with this, where the arrival helipad, imagine it as sort of the communications link with Sauna. So they're putting orders through, and then we sort of skip the time a little bit. But you were seeing that it's incubated on Sauna, and then it will be delivered by helicopter, which is unlike how you would normally use a hatchery in Jurassic World Evolution, where it would come out of the door in the park. So this way, it actually sort of skips that step where you have to sometimes tranquilize dinosaurs straight out the gate and then move them. So that's quite nice. But it's basically just to simulate. It's a nod to Sauna being the thing.
Yeah, we try and be as
dinosaur hatchery.
authentic as possible, and nods like this kind of help in that aspect, because we in the films, that's how the islands connected and how they worked. And we wanted that. So just in the campaign mode, that's how they're connected in. If you were to start at sandbox or challenge mode, in the Jurassic Park era, you get a hatchery. I think you looked at one earlier with Paul. You build a hatchery like you would do normally.
So I guess that you're starting your own park in that situation.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I mean, in terms of gameplay of that change, and there's one other change I'm thinking of as well, which is that the visitor center is a is it a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1?
It's a 3-in-1. So it's John Hammond had the visitor center as the hub of everything that happened on Jurassic Park, and we kind of wanted to kind of match that kind of thing as much as possible. So we combined the 3 separate buildings from Jurassic World, as it were, the Jurassic World era, of the Fossil Center, the Expedition Center, and the Research Center into one building. So now the visitor center is like the hub of all operations on the park. So you do all of those there. So like each part of the visitor center acts as one nexus of that. If you kind of saw in the film when they had like a security center with all the operations were being done as part of the visitor center, as part of that same building. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah, and we added a helipad out the back to match the expedition center from the main game. So you see your expeditions leaving from the helipad out the back of the visitor center.
Yeah, lucky for us, the film
Sorry,
never showed you the
noise.
back of the visitor center. So we could kind of be like, no one knows there wasn't a helipad out there for expedition.
Very good.
So it's kind of
good.
Sometimes
I know.
the things that I do for the film kind of give us an opportunity to be a bit creative.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Awesome. So, Craig, you've gone into the next step of the mission. So
let's do my own thing here, don't we?
again, the viewers can't actually see what's going on.
Oh,
so
sure.
just so you're aware, we need to incubate and release 5 COMPSOGNATHUS.
That's good.
We need to ensure dinosaurs can access food and ensure they can access water. And by the way, I'm really impressed that I could read that. If you know me, you know my eyesight's awful. I think it's just.
Have you never heard of opticians, dude?
I've got contact lenses.
You can always pull the TV closer.
They don't do them strong enough for my eyes, so I have to get weaker prescription or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's really bad.
Sounds safe.
So at the moment, Craig, take us through what you're doing here.
Making 5 compies.
Making 5 compies.
Sorry, I can't think of a good way of spicing that up.
It's okay. That's
5 beautifully genetically engineered.
They're
scientifically
top quality compies.
accurate.
They're top quality compies. You cannot see them unless you can find them. They are impossible to see.
And that's been one of the challenges. Like throughout the year, we have been getting smaller and smaller. So when we released Jurassic World Evolution, we kind of said the Velociraptor is our smallest one. It's a good size for managing, for shooting, for seeing, because it is a god. It's a god game, as it were. It's a management game that has the traditional god view really high, but it's also a game that can get really up close. And we found that the Velociraptors were the best. They were the best size to be the smallest one, so they can get that readability, which is a key part of any management game, is seeing what's going on. And then throughout the year, we've been getting smaller and smaller. And in the herbivore dinosaur pack, we did the Homocephaly and the Drysaurus. I forgot its name. All that stuff, and I'm forgetting the DLC names. And after that point, we're like, okay, these are really small. No, yeah, we did the Troodon as well. It's like, okay, we should, for us to be Jurassic Park, you need the COMPSOGNATHUS. They're so iconic from the Lost World. So we kind of went, okay, but if we're doing them, they're going to be really small. And it's like, let's do it. There's going to be a trade-off. As Craig says, it is difficult to see them because they are so small, and we tried our best to scale them up as much as we could within reason. So I think traditionally or scientifically, they're a bit smaller.
They are slightly larger.
Yeah, so they are slightly larger to try and help with the readability as much as possible, but that
still not larger than grass.
Still not larger than the grass. So,
but I mean, at least there's the option to tranquilize them from the ranger team,
oh sure,
right?
yeah.
So I mean, obviously doing it from an ACU would be totally impossible, surely.
Well,
unless you were really.
I've seen people do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's happened.
It's happened.
It's happened.
It's been known.
We're talking manually, right? We're not talking. They haven't just got ACU upgrades.
I'm not sure if I did it intentionally.
Okay.
But it's happened.
Okay.
I'm going to move on to the next step. So the next step is to research the Avery and then research the Pteranodon. So I'm just going to quietly do that in the background.
And then Oh, sorry, I was going to say about the Jurassic Park difference to Jurassic World is now the management is done via the tours. So before in Jurassic World you had to build viewing galleries, and that's how your guests saw your dinosaurs. But now the way you build your parks is based around the tour rides. So you need to build a Jurassic Park tour, build that around your park, and as the tour goes around, you can see we've added viewing cones to them. So and they're the way you build your park. So you kind of have to build your parks in a different way. So
yeah, so the cones, which are contextualizers, sort of binoculars, are to compensate for the fact that you're not going to be able to get your tour route that close to some of the dinosaurs. So we wanted to be able to support having these, as you can see over by the lake, these sort of massive open enclosures, but not having to sort of run hundreds of tours all the way around to cover your visibility. So what it gives you is a much longer range, but over a thin sort of cone. So it will cover. We added a new concept in this game or in this DLC of if a dinosaur's been seen, then they count as having been seen for a little while. So I think in the base Jurassic World Evolution, if one steps out from a viewing gallery cone, then it's not seen. We kind of add a bit of leeway to say someone saw it recently, therefore it's considered to be seen.
There's a bit of memory
from a visibility point of view, which means that if those cones move around, so they're looking at different things, they're like, oh, there's dinosaur over there, dinosaur over there, and that means that it allows you to build quite a tight tour that doesn't look excessive, doesn't look like a motorway or something, and but you can still get your dinosaur visibility up, cover all the dinosaurs.
It's just how John Hammond saw Jurassic Park as a safari. He built safaris in Africa. That's how he saw the original Jurassic Park was. I'm going to take a safari, put some dinosaurs in it. I mean, what's going to go wrong? So he builds the park. The park he built is in that ethos. Whilst Jurassic World is more of a theme park, so it's a slight change. So we try to make it as authentic as possible. So if you go into the Jurassic Park tours, you can see from the management views the viewing cones. But if you go inside, you can.
Say again, sorry?
You can go in and have a little look, like if you ride it, get up close.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm the crane because
No, you're all good. You're all good.
See, the sign's perfect. Look.
The sign is perfect.
Yeah. It was perfectly placed.
It's perfectly timed as well.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good actually.
Good job. Great work, Mark.
Well,
Thank you. Appreciate
That's all you.
Second compliment today, just so you're aware.
You can switch between the vehicles. That's a new thing we've added.
Yeah.
Because it's such a long tour that you wanted to watch the bit that has the dinosaurs in or the bit that you were working on.
Sure.
So you can switch vehicles and you can switch seats within the vehicles to get some different views.
There's some other. We probably don't have them unlocked here, right?
There's a couple of other research upgrades. Yeah. So we've added the camera from inside the vehicle. So what that does is it allows you to take cool POV photos of your park, but also it gives you the zoom, which is almost like having the binoculars upgrade that we've given you. So I want to see down by the lake. I want to see the Brachiosaurus or whatever. I can zoom in with the camera. And it gives you a really nice view.
And there's night vision as well.
There is a night vision sort of overlay.
Yeah, we've added to the capture mode options as well. So you can, it's.
I think you could file that under a nod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I saw it. I saw a screenshot of it.
You're not going to have.
And I was like,
yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it's not like Velociraptors working like Sam Fisher. Just to be clear, though, it's not night vision. It's just a nice little overlay for your capture mode, so you can kind of get that feeling of Tim putting them on and kind of looking around.
Quite excited to see what comes out of that. What screenshots everybody gets there. That'll be really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always nice to go down to everything looks better from the guest level, from the inside the vehicle. Sort of claustrophobic feel you get there. The sight lines through the trees and the dinosaurs in scale. Looks really good.
And Craig, at the moment then, talk us through what's going on.
So I built the Avery Research Pteranodon. I'm just waiting for Dig-Sites to come back from the Pteranodon so I can start hatching Pteranodons. The goal is to get 400 combined rating of Pteranodons. So I'll need maybe a few, and maybe I'll bump up to 5 slots. That should be enough.
Like this.
And then I'm just waiting so I can start hatching them. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And then the contracts we changed in Jurassic Park as well. So Clay's got 3 contracts that you can't see because
I'm
they're faces.
ignoring, yeah.
So as opposed to 3 division heads that were slightly antagonistic to each other in Jurassic World, they worked together, but they were, if you didn't get your reputations up, that's how your sabotage happened. In this, you don't have, like, they don't conflict with each other. They're kind of all working on the same goal. So you'll get contracts from all the characters to kind of do different things, and they kind of work together to build Jurassic Park. So we kind of changed the way the contract system worked in this as well, just to try and make it more thematically similar, because the three doctors aren't all competing for their own goals. They're all trying to make Jurassic Park together, but they have their own aspects and frame of references to the way it should be done, or why it's a bad idea. In Ian's case, everything's a bad idea.
Of course.
I think waking up is a bad idea for Ian Malcolm.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Steve, do you want to take our camera down a bit so that sorry, not down a bit. Do you want to take the camera off so they can see the full game screen just for a sec? There we go. Awesome. So yeah, that was a little look at the contracts right there. And even going into the Aviary as well, like if you click on just click, press. I can't be
select.
Can't help it. Select. Yeah, there you go. That's the word.
Platform agnostic terms.
There's a couple of different things about how the Aviary works in terms of a hatchery as well, right? So you've obviously, Craig, you upgraded how many how many pteranodons you could release.
Yeah, we have a max of 6 slots in there.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I think there's other ways you can. So you can go to this tab and show the view, and that will bring you into the Aviary. Yes. Mm-hmm. And you can control. You can have a look around. It's almost like a security camera kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and we also have follow cams on the pteranodons as well, so you can see that they're flying around.
Yeah, so the fixed cameras give you that kind of the viewing gallery camera feel of being in situ, being to scale what a guest might see, or what a security park ranger, whoever might see. But we've also got some more sort of, this is a really nice overview of the whole building from, it's like a little fisheye camera mounted on a wall or something like that.
Looks awesome. Looks really, really awesome. I like what you've done there, Craig. That was smart. That was
well,
good.
I just,
good
I
mix.
don't want not hatching in the first go. So.
Good mix, that's it. So we've got a...
Sorry, I'm going to jump around a bit.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, there we go.
We're close.
That's all good. Great stuff. So what we'll do, we'll get these pteranodons hatched, and then are we pretty much once they are done, and obviously we're supposed to hit the combined rating 400. Is that mission complete?
Yeah. So this mission is about it's about forefronting the new enclosure types effectively. So
sure. So what we'll do?
Yeah.
What we'll do, I've got a great plan. We're going to do our final giveaway.
Okay.
While Craig is working away, doing a fantastic job. I think you've played extremely well here. GG's all around.
Thank you very much.
We're going to do our final giveaway, which is one that's quite close to my heart. There we go. We're going to be giving away again. Our wonderful friends at Corsair have given us one of their keyboards to give away. This is a K70 RGB Mark II Corsair keyboard. And the reason it's close to my heart is because I actually wanted to take it home, but I was told that I wasn't allowed.
Oh.
So
instead, because it's called a Mark.
No one would ever know.
Well, yeah, so instead, one of you has to take it away from me.
It's only right, Mark.
It's okay.
It's only right.
I'll hold on to it for you for a while, and maybe it'll come back slightly.
Slight scuff marks,
it's all
came
good.
like this.
So you can be in with a chance to win this wonderful keyboard, as well as a code for Jurassic World Evolution: Return to Jurassic Park. There you go. nearly.
That's it. Yep, that's the full title.
That is it. That's it. And all you'll need to do to enter the competition is I'm trying to figure out who I can get to give me a word. Yeah.
You should definitely have
we need a
thought
good
of a word before you sat down.
word.
Not a too
context
difficult
around
to
that
spell
question.
word like
It can be too difficult to spell.
COMPSOGNATHUS.
Ooh. Maybe we should go
Is that
Pompey. But Compy with an IE or
Obviously,
Compy with
Is that
a Y?
because you want to
You say
enter?
Y.
and you
Compy
can't
with a
spell
Y.
it?
Maybe Compy with a Y.
Compy with a Y.
Okay, if you want to be in with a chance to win this and a code for this fantastic new DLC coming out next week, 10th of December, all you need to do is type in the chat !Compy with a Y. There we go. That was good. I don't know why we didn't do Pteranodon, to be honest. That's, you know, that seems like
that was going to be my go-to one. So.
Yeah, yeah. I actually wanted to do that as well.
No.
I think you were very
Sorry,
kind to
One job.
everyone there. That's good. That's good. So, Steve, I'm sure we've got lots of Compy in the chat right now, which is wonderful to see. And I will be parting with this
It's okay.
keyboard.
It's okay.
Going to have to ask.
Just
for
a keyboard.
Christmas. I'll take a photo of it to remember it. That'll be good. So we've got the Pteranodons
Nearly there.
incubating at
Nearly
the
there.
moment, right?
Yep.
And then, what's your thinking here, Craig? Are they going to be a combined rating of 400?
Probably not quite. Probably
I
not.
think- I think
Probably,
you've got
probably
it.
get a bit
Yeah.
too eager.
Okay.
If one's an 87, power of maths.
Rich thinks they will.
You think? I've added a
think
skin to
so.
all of them bar one. One's a no, so that's probably not enough.
I
We'll
think
see.
you've easily got it.
I think you got it.
Okay. Well, we've got
Yeah, we might be
we've got
alright.
Rich and Dan saying that you've definitely got it.
Well, he should know,
Craig
he
is
designed it.
doubting himself. I think you've got it.
I think I'm
don't
okay,
think,
It's a combination of the quality of the genome
Yep.
and the prestige increase from the skin. So it depends how many skins you get, depends how many pteranodons you get,
Man.
Michael,
got it. All right.
use your eyes, Jack.
and depends,
I've got bad eyesight.
depends how much
I
genome
need
you had
glasses,
when you
maybe.
started the incubation.
Wonderful. And
Okay.
here we go, and we've started to release them. So what better time to announce the winner of this giveaway? It is
Sorry, I skipped a
Manco
bit too fast.
on YouTube. Congratulations, you've
Press
won
more even
yourself
before. Congratulations.
this. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
Congratulations.
I like
You
that.
won
That's
something.
good. Thanks. You're the only person to get a round of applause because of Rich.
I just
You're
want
on
to see
fire
that. I just
today.
want to see that keyboard taken away from you.
Thanks, man.
Yes, nice guy.
So you've won yourself this fantastic Corsair keyboard and a copy of Jurassic World Evolution: Return to Jurassic Park. We will be sending out the copies next week after the game has released, for obvious reasons, because you wouldn't be able to play it otherwise. So all you need to do is get in touch with community@frontier.co.uk, and we will sort everything out with you via email. Look at that, wonderful. Right. And I'm going to hide this so nobody can take it away from me. And I think we're almost there. It looks like you're almost there, Craig.
I'm nearly there. There's a couple more like hatching. Yeah.
Our faces are blocking it as well, but I can guarantee you Craig's
Yep.
almost there.
There we
he's,
go.
he's got it.
Doing
It's
really,
nearly
really
there.
well.
This is the follow camera that we mentioned earlier. So
Yeah, so you can
don't think
follow
we've
the
shown this
Pteranodons.
before, but
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
gives you the up-close dinosaur view to match with the rest of the
Yeah.
dinosaurs in the game that we allow you to.
You can really see that detail in the animation that Amy was talking about as well. as they
So
fly
good.
around.
Honestly, I genuinely think these are my favourite creatures in game right now.
Nice.
You know, I just think they look awesome. Amazing.
There it is.
Right. Mission complete. Steve, can you take us back to main cam, please? There we
Main
go.
cam.
Main
cam.
cam. Ah, it's been really, really cool. I've really enjoyed having you all here.
Thank you, Saz.
Thank you very much.
And Steve, again, thanks over to you for being fantastic at your engineering. Jurassic World Evolution: Return to Jurassic Park comes out next week on the 10th of December. It's going to be very, very exciting.
Mhm.
We can't wait for you to get your hands on it and let us know what you think. And we can't wait to see all your screenshots and videos. It's going to be super exciting.
Yeah.
Until then, there won't be a stream tomorrow because this is... Why would there be a stream? It's Thursday today.
It's Thursday today.
This is the
Yes,
stream for today, so there was no need for me to clarify. The next stream we've got will be a playthrough of Return to Jurassic Park, because it'll be out by then, so we can play through it. It's going to be great. Thank you so much, Dan, Rich, Craig, for joining me today. It's been wonderful. And thank you all so much at home as well. We can't wait to see what you think of the new pack. Until next week, have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you then.
Bye.